User stable team locations. Oh, I thought you were gonna actually have the. Oh, that was the music. Hello and welcome to Season 7 Prospect AllStars. We're going to see them here on a map that has never been played before in an official project map. That's right, you all know it. You all, I'd say love it, but based on how Prospect players have avoided it like the plague, that's not necessarily true. It's on Ancient. Gonna see them throw a fast mid player up from these two sides. Scout just sprinting up into this CT side, looking like they're setting up for a split A. CT players backing up, getting ready to respond. We have a trade going down in Donut. Terrorists just looking for their opening, but taken out by Nova, not getting their opening pick. Annex assuring that no one's coming down on the flank. The CT flanks are rotating in. Terrorists are forced out onto site, but given the nature of the site, there's no safe place until they get those kills, and they're just not going to get them, giving our counter-terrorists the first round.
That's started by the counter terrorists, and you are Shade, by the way, and I'm Charles Bells, and this is the Prospect All Stars, and it'd be interesting to see how seriously these teams take this All Star game. Are we going to see some shotguns, maybe an auto, maybe some auto action here on a map that prospects don't play, and I know because I'm a prospect.
The answer is 3 shotguns this second round, all going into this side. We're now spreading out around the map. Terrorists all clustered up and kind of stuck in this little area with their Glocks. Sprinting out onto the site, they more or less have it with King Willie alone with a shotgun. How many will it take down? That is 2, and he's still alive with 4 HP. Another player is going down on the side, leaving it all up to Grigorovich with his Glock 19 and Dream 20 HP. Dream gets the first, gets the second. Dishes to a gun, gets an SMG, but taken out by the shotgun by Nightbear.
Yeah, that was close. Almost got knifed there. I guess we have an answer to how seriously these guys are taking this All-Star game, which is great. I mean, hey, they're having fun. We're having fun. It should be a fun game.
Absolutely. Love to see it. Good to know that we might see some crazy kills, crazy plays. Some of these players have clearly learned some utility smoking off this mid. So already seen the classic Prospect player that smoked off an angle, but don't have anywhere near enough patience to wait for that smoke to actually bloom before they push out. Terrorists all over middle. Nades trading damage. King Willie trying to decide if a Zeus or a shotgun is going to be the more demoralizing play.
I don't appreciate the correct sign in prospect players, sir. You're right.
Only insulting myself as much as anyone else. Terrorists have made it through middle, cycling around to the... Is this the B site? I can't remember that on the map anymore. King Willie still in the side hole, not having his gun out when he checks his angle. King Willie still there, trying to distract. Mag 7 going for the wall penetration. It's not going to do much damage with how shotguns tend to work in this game. Trying to grab the AK, but slightly out of range. Bronzy coming around. 1v1 against Killshot, gets the kill. Does he think that is the player who's in the side? It doesn't matter. He's rotating all the way around to the A site with his 9 health as King Willie slowly tries to clear out the angle, try and figure out where he is. But Bronzy, entirely on his own, far side of the map, heading towards the A site.
Yeah, I mean, this is a smart play by Bronzy. All-Stars or not, this is just a heads-up play. He knows that King Willie's still on B. He knows he's checking every single possible corner. King Willie's still in cave, and now he realizes it's A. He's going to rotate. This is going to be basically whoever gets the first shot wins.
And Bronzy has committed to doing it with one shot with that Zeus. Okay, so we have a question here from Snowy11. Were the players randomly picked? They are the top 10 players rated through the 7th season. Bronzy getting the kill and cleaning up the first round for the terrorists. And then they were semi-evenly assigned, so like the top rated player was Bronzy, he assigned to the terrorist force, so then the next two were assigned to the counter-terrorists, and kind of back and forth in that method.
Such a great play by Bronzy too to win that round. He had a 1v2. He cleaned up on ramp, went all the way around to A, played that exec so beautifully. He wrapped around through Temple and got the second guy. It was a great play out of him.
See a crazy spray come up from Leafy White P, lighting up both players, but him and Bronzy just clean them both up, denying any deagle kills. Night Bear getting a cheeky pick outside this side room. Nova looking up, some scout finds one over the smoke, knows there's another player sneaking in close, dueling onto Bronzy. Unclear how well they do. Get to that. Bronzy ready for the peek from Night Bear, going down, forcing
Big fan
Nova
of the
back with the
M249
scout.
action.
Oh yeah. Memeing up these guns. Scout right behind him with the knife kill to clean up the round. Really cementing the forward momentum these terrorists have after that third round.
AllStars or not, Scout is going to be telling everybody about that knife kill for the next season or two, so he's got that in his highlight reel.
And got the video and got it all on video. Coming into this third round. You're seeing the CTs still somewhat money. In fact, two of them choosing to buy nothing more than the USP, but Nightmare pushing through mid, grabbing an AK, but unfortunately going down to Bronzy, but lighting him down to 12 HP. Aggressive picks forwards from the CT side have left them with some interesting map control. Two CTs basically entirely isolated in their positions. As the terrorists converge onto this B site, King Willie going down, leaving Anexelia alone with the USP and a Dream upgraded to an auto shotty, and yep, upgraded again to an AK-47. So
Bronzy,
like
as is his want, whether it be in season 7 or in the All-Star game, carrying his team to round wins. You just gotta love from Bronzy. It doesn't matter who's on his team; he's still the top fragger. He's still the top guy carrying his team to round wins. Bronzy right now is doing it all.
Oh yeah, definitely showing some superb spatial awareness that we don't always see from our prospect teams. See Annex spawn. Are either of these terrorists going to have time to get a shot on him, or is he just going to play it safe? Plays it safe, keeps the gun, keeps his life. Coming into this third round.
A 3-2 start by the terrorists is a very solid start for them. I mean, again, this is All-Star. We see how seriously this game is being taken out of Nightmare as a T90, right? But ultimately, a 3-2 start by the T side, All-Stars or not, still a solid entry as Grigorovich takes off next head.
And Nightmare takes down Beardo with the T90, goes for the second. Not confirming the kill, deciding to go back into sight with his life. Decent amount of HP and positioning trades acquired. King Willie looking forward, peeking into Grigorovich, but unfortunately he is spotted out and killed first. YP not risking this smoke push. This position from Night Bear, but Night Bear unfortunately pushes through the smoke, gets taken out. Terrorists are all over the site, whilst Scout is coming in with the bomb. CT's looking for any aggressive peeks into them. Questionable flash there by Nova, doesn't blind his opponent, gets himself killed. Kill shot coming in for the trade. And now on to a 2 versus 1 to retake the site. He's smoked off. Tosses smoke forward to clear off that long position. Just looking for his opportunity. Both sides of the smoke being held off by the terrorist. Not much of an opportunity here. Tries to spam through the smoke, but unfortunately gives away his position. Gets spammed down through the edges by Scout, giving us 2-4.
I just got a message from Nightbear on Discord, the lovely Discord, not sponsored. But hey, if Discord wants to sponsor CSC, let us know. He says, I'm going for a kill with every primary weapon. So there's that. Take that info with what you will.
Might not be the best decision. He is now over to the Bison, getting the first. Not getting the second, partially due to the low damage of the Bison and
yeah.
mediocre aim.
Partially due to the Bison being a dog water weapon. Yeah, no, I agree.
Not sure if his strategy is really paying off for his team there, but at least he is fairly consistently getting his picks.
He's getting
No.
traded. I mean, you can't say that for a lot of prospect deaths, so there's that.
Like that one. From YP on to Nova, who is aggressively running around mid with a scout, giving away his position. King Willie, seeming to know the players here, ready for it. Oh, doesn't go for the partial peek, hopes to get a better one, but YP senses the danger and takes him out, giving the terrorist their 5th round.
Yeah, you hear it a lot in basketball. You want to pass up a good shot for a great shot. Well, King Willie passed up a great shot and got nothing in return. So sometimes you got to shoot your shot. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Definitely Nightbear over onto the Nova, choosing to push a different location this time. CT's finally on a proper gun round after a few rounds of astoundingly mediocre buys. Trades happening around the map. Terrorists seem to want to force their way into this site. Finally, the site is clear, but they have given up most of middle to the counter-terrorists. We have YP poking around in the B to see if he can find a kill. Annexelia really caught out here, but Bronzy missing the shot and losing his life for it. But Scout coming in with the trade. Now all alone in a 1 versus 2 and half his HP. King Willie mauling out the corner. But not going for the duel onto it, not seeming to want to give away his life. Scout throwing that molly, indicating that his intention is to not push towards B, to come up mid, and he wanders right into kill zone.
Hey, this was a great recovery by the CTs. You're down 5-2. Whether or not you obviously still want to win this game, even if it doesn't mean anything. And the CTs, you need every round you could get. T side obviously not the easiest on the map like Ancient, as we see Nightbear pulling out the auto, which I was hoping to see before this game started, and I get my wish. We get our first auto of Prospect AllStars.
Definitely. Unfortunately, we have Annexelia going down in this middle position. Possibly could have used the auto there with the number of terrorists trying to push forward. But Killshot will more than make up for the lacking firepower with pure aim. Nightbear getting his kill with that auto, often considers the map. Scout trying to get the spray down onto King Willie, but after the 3rd shot, nothing is good. He will lose his life for the whiff spray.
And Nightbear keeps his auto, so we're going to see more of that. How could you not be entertained?
How could you not be entertained by watching a player using the most broken weapon in the game? We will soon find out. Oh, and unfortunately, the auto is going to the B site along with the SMG rust of the terrorists. Will we see a spray down? Possibly not with this close position. We're getting 2, we're getting 3, we're getting the auto ace.
Oh.
No scoped, all spamming into that smoke. That is why we keep holding W and don't stop in smokes, my friends. You will just find yourselves a victim of Nightbear's auto.
I'm gonna see that in my nightmares when I go to bed tonight, man. Nightmare with the ace, with the auto. I mean, you just can't make these things up. This is prime content. If nothing else, this is prime content.
Day. I expected a lot of kills there. I did not expect them all to be him just running around with a no-scope. He's going to get 2 more no-scope spray downs before finally giving up his auto to the terrorist team. They are choosing not to pick it up, instead trying to search around this map to recover the round. Beardo looking by himself now for kills with this sawed-off shotgun. Switching over to the AK, the more sensible decision to get that headshot at any sort of range. The CTs have retrieved the auto, but the player, King Willie, has no health to combine with this auto, and this could spell his dooms as Beardo switching to a more stealthy play.
Willie needs all the help he can get by grabbing that auto. He has low health. I mean, hey, might as well.
Not checking main, too worried about the side room where Beardo was quite a while ago, leaving it down to a 1 versus 1 between Annexelia and Beardo. Playing the smoke, tucking into the side room. Did Annexelia see it? All signs point to no with his pre-aim, just clearing it fairly regularly. Still going to clear it, but not going to get the spray. Beardo cleaning up the round with the headshot, keeping the terrorist's advantage. going into this 12th round.
Yeah, I feel like prospects should maybe pick up Ancient every now and again if this is the way that we're playing it. If 6 rounds on T side already, this is again, this is AllStars, so we're gonna see some firepower. But if we're seeing some util being thrown, we're seeing our angles being cleared. This is good content out of the prospects. I mean, Ancient should be added to the pool if we're gonna play like this.
Yeah, it wasn't the pool. They just all chose to ban it every time.
Well, something could be in the pool, but if you don't play it, it's not really in the pool now, is it?
Well,
Nova,
fortunately,
as Nova
we
just
have
hates
Garbage
himself.
saving Nova from the embarrassment of blowing himself up. Kill shot, cleaning up the A main push. Beardo coming out of this donut position, seeming to make a lot of footsteps. Kill shot should be ready for this. Sneaking up onto the site, spraying down Beardo. Going into the 1v1 versus the MP49. Getting that kill. Really saving that site. Bringing the score back to 6-6. Will we see the CTs finally take back the lead they had right at the beginning of this game?
Yeah, honestly, the T should be given that round only because he didn't pick up the M249 at the end of the round. So I vote for the T's to win that by default.
Looks like we might be getting our CT advantage after all, as the T's come up. Semi-committed into a middle push with pistols, seeming like they have 2 players on the sides to try and get the picks, see if we go where the picks come. Nova having the correct gun, but choosing to peek it slow, just lining himself right up for the Deagle headshot, leaving Killshot to once again try this 1 versus 3 to defend the site. Gets the first, tries to get the second, not good for the spray down, but still has the player pinned down. Position is smoked off. Unfortunately, timed weapon switch, and the smoke is bad, but he's going to go down to the second player. Nightbear getting the first player into Temple, quickly moving up onto the site. Doesn't quite know where these players are. Tries to get the shot with Nova, misses the first, but clean in the second. Beardo with the op, but switching to go over to the Deagle for the 1 versus 1. Thinks an opponent could be watching the bomb, but the angle is not quite clear. Nightbeard doing the bomb pickup, so goes in for the kill right when the tap comes down, taking this round for the counter-terrorists, getting them the advantage.
Nightbear, by the way, with 20 kills on the board. He got the auto ace. He's got 20 on the board in 13 rounds. He's doing it all for them right now. And now he picked up the AUG for the gigs. Now he's really trying to go for a kill with every single primary weapon. And now he's got the AUG. I can't spell, but it's fine. It's 3 letters, and I still messed it up. But it's okay. We're good. We know what we're chilling.
We got 3 players, terrorists, coming up on this A site, and Nova with Nova here to hold them off. He hasn't been the most successful at this so far, but perhaps using his namesake, we will see a different result. Flash comes out, it's not good, gets the first, gets the second, leaving Killshot to get a third, but the terrorists now have the site. It is smoked off, and Excelia poking into this home position, not finding any terrorists. Nightbear with a flank, getting a kill, and King Willie spamming down the planter through the smoke. Now for just the simple defuse after they make sure they grab the best weapons lying around.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the strategy of playing with every primary weapon on Ancient is the meta, or maybe should be the meta. He's up to 21 kills, 146 ADR. He's got the DAR check down pat. Right now, Nightbear is the MVP of the first half.
Yes, and the CTs have taken the lead in this half. We'll see if it will come out basically even with this round, or if they will be punished now that he's using an MP9 into proper AK-47s. Only time will tell as they spread out across the map. IP flashing himself out into mid, flashing the offer, but he's about to get anyway. Goes with spray, but unfortunately, Team Flash gets him killed. Grigorovich killed through the corner of the smoke by Nightbear. Scout tries to take it back into mid, but it was all for naught, bringing us a 9-6 on the first half.
The T's getting 6 is pretty solid for them. Now it's up to the CTs and Nightbear's auto, I guess, to bring this over the finish line for them. This is going to be... I don't know if Nightbear... I don't think Nightbear's done getting a kill with every primary weapon, but if he hasn't already, he's going to bring out some more incredible firepower to his name.
Most definitely. going into this CT side, we might see some very different plays, as we talked about in our little pre-session. The CT side has far more of their players who had been playing off throughout the season, so once they get up the economy, we might see some drastically different plays. Coming into this round, we're seeing a far more controlled retake than we saw the first pistol round. Trades coming both ways, coming down to a 2 versus 2 with Bronzy and Beardo trying to get back into this bomb site. Terrace smartly backing up the position. King Willie getting his pick. Bronzy having to trade, running out of bullets, shot down from 2 angles on site, not getting this first round, pumping our Terrace team further into the lead.
Yeah, we talked about it before the show started. We have Bronzy, who's an opper. We have Scout, who's an opper. We have Grigorovich, who's an opper. I mean, like you have multiple players on the CT side that love to bring out that op. Some would dare say, I would think incorrectly, an op crutch. I don't agree with that, but hey, it's just a theory, a game theory. But anyway, the T's, they have Nightbear can up. I have seen him up, but nobody to my knowledge is a primary upper on their team. So it'll be interesting to see. Maybe the CTs bring out a double, even a triple up on their side right now. Anything is possible in Prospect AllStars.
Especially with the somewhat less practiced nature of this map, it could get into an utterly brutal showcase where terrorists die at the moment they peek any angle if they choose to. Or they could go for additional knife kills, which would entertain me even more.
See, now, to maximize the content, I think that's what you have to do.
Scout going for the wall bang there. That wall is surprisingly thick, and the MP9 is decidedly poor at actually shooting those through. And Exalia choosing to take the opposite of the play we saw earlier, instead choosing to slowly double back.
How many C's?
I'm going to say at least 3, maybe 5.
Oh, 5. That's a lot of C's.
Seeing the opposite play here. However, Scout has not gone particularly far away. He might hear this tap, but he seems to be ready for that full B rotate that we saw earlier. He's now heard it, and Exalia is ready for that B rotate, but not knowing Scout is still inside room, not having rotated away. Scout now sees the bomb, slowly clearing, trying to check all his angles to catch out this terrorist who is not looking anywhere near. And he is behind the box, so Scout can't see him. Scout seems to have decided his position. Pre-fire gets the kill and the round.
That was a great play by Scout. I mean, that's something that you don't necessarily see prospects do a whole lot of the time. Maybe they'll fake.
No, he doesn't get the round.
Oof.
Took slightly too long to clear out that site. Unfortunate.
Yeah, he maybe took 1 too many seconds clearing the site, but it was the right idea from Scout. I mean, you don't necessarily see prospects clear every single possible angle and corner from the site before going for the defuse. Maybe you'd fake it. Maybe you'd fake it 2 or 3 times just to get the T to come out, show himself. But credit to Scout, he cleared his corners just a little bit too late.
I spaced out. Gorsh taking up that first kill into mid. Beardo coming out with this Negav. Looked like he could have hit a lot, but not quite confirming the additional kills. Grigorovich having no patience for that smoke, sprinting right on through. Gets the first, nearly gets the second, but betrayed by the uncomfortable and low damage spray. Seeing some fantastic NA nades volleying off their own angle for a deep tactical purpose that will only be revealed in the future. Kill shot, fighting the auto, getting the kill with the max 10. Impressive. Following up with the 1D, but not quite enough to save this fight from Bronzy's wrath.
Looking like Team Liquid, looking like Team Liquid with those nades. No, did somebody pick Team Liquid to go 3-0 in the first round? No, did I strike a nerve? All right, moving on. Moving on.
We will not discuss my poor gambling results.
Well, we kind of just did. But anyways.
I'll neither confirm or deny the loss of all of my money on that.
Well, that's on you for putting money on NACS. That's 100% on you, man.
We're seeing a fantastic terrorist rush into this side room, into Dvorovich. Nightgear getting spammed down, but eventually getting the kill. Coming out onto the site, Scout is not ready for this rush, but he has the reaction time to aim, take him out based on the short range of Nova. Bronzy still in this corner. Terrorist not quite expecting this many CTs on site. King Willie trying to clear up enough space for him to plant. Actually gets the kill on the player who pushed through the smoke, but YP has already come around for the retake. Kill shot tries to get the kill on him, but he is backed up with Beardo already up on site. Getting flashed, but ready to get the Zeus kill onto Killshot, but Killshot is spotted out the corner. Chooses not to rotate, but instead go to the fight. Or, nope, he is rotating over towards the A site, giving up his claim. CT seem to have realized what has happened, are giving chase aggressively, but wary that he might be hiding in the corner. Surely they'll speed up. Now that the bomb has come down, they have Beardo with bloodlust in his eyes, coming over, running forward with that Bison.
I'm a big fan of the Bison being shown as the Zeus because it's effectively the same damage from long range.
So, of course. So apparently that's just potentially a small bug with our HUD, but it's also decidedly accurate.
It's also 100% accurate and makes for good content.
Terrorist stacking up.
We're just gonna
over the
pretend
top,
Zeus is
but
the most important weapon in the game.
he's caught out, slightly peeking out just too far to give Dvorovich the advantage. Bronzy coming forward for the trade, but Spray not coming through for him. Leaving it just with essentially a fair trade over on the B site. Terrorists are regrouping to come into this. CT's regrouping to hold them off, with YP coming in from behind. Heard out by King Willie, but not going to stop with the headshot. But he is not going to get the second kill.
So we have a Negev, or is there an M249? Regardless, there's a Negev. There we have an MP7 and an MP9. We got a USP kill out of YP. I mean, what more could you possibly ask for from the Season 7 Prospect All-Stars in CSC? This is prime content. Like, what else you got? You even got people buying Zeus's. You got knife kills, people jumping to get knife kills in pistol rounds. What else could you possibly want?
Have Anexelia successfully faking over on this B site, keeping all the CTs right where we want them for the first plant for Nova, even getting a kill while coming down to 3 HP. Our CTs have realized that this is indeed a fake, and Excelia might be slow on following through because he does have his position known. Nova hiding back in the donut position to hold off this site. Getting the first kill, exposing his position, but he's only fighting an MP9. MP9 getting the kill, and Excelia has rotated in. Bronzy tapping the bomb, forcing Anexelia forward, and getting the spray down with the immediate tap to the head, tap to the body, cleaning up the kill.
Yeah, that's just another smart play by Bronzy. I mean, if it was maybe Elite or Premier, you probably wouldn't fall for that fake tap. But Bronzy, with 1,000 IQ play, fake taps it, knows the CTs are going to come, that the Ts are going to come and try to stop him. To no avail. He's got the pre-fire down, and Pat for the kill and the round.
Yep. Annex definitely could have been a little more cautious there, but was definitely forced forward because it would take most of the potential 5 seconds that Anexelia might have needed. He could have known that since the CTs were on such a weird buy that he probably didn't have a kit and he actually had 10 seconds, but all of these are just mind games, and having a definitive play on that is not quite possible.
I think Bronzy knew, and I think Team Liquid has already given Bronzy a call. Anyways.
See, terrorists just taking this A site for free with a bit of a fake towards B. CTs have given up. Well, I think they've given up middle. They had our player YP over on the side pushed through middle. Now we have King Willie opening towards the site, whilst a site has been planted at. T's have spread around the map to hold off this rotate, but most of the T's are going in through donut, while the CTs are taking through spawn. T's have a rough eco coming into this rotate. How will they fare? Going pretty well with Night Bear getting a kill through. Nova getting a kill through the wall being headshot with a deagle. Second kill going to the CT's third kill. Unfortunately, not enough to hold off this site. This bomb gets quickly defused.
Just a casual no scope op kill. I mean, what else? What else? What else could we possibly see that we haven't seen so far? The Nightbear's ace with an auto no scope is, I think complexity is taking notes as we speak.
Most definitely, that's not the kind of play you see every day, every week, or even every month. YP coming down with a fast mid play to keep the controls away from the terrorist, as we have Beardo pushing close in this A main position. Poking around. Bronzy getting the kill whilst full flash onto Night Bear. YP getting the wall bang onto King Willie at the mid position, leaving the terrorists in a 3 versus 4, having lost the control towards A, but there's no terrorist there to capitalize. Bronzy. Oh, just doesn't have the reaction times, not expecting Killshot to poke in at that moment. Scout tries to come in. Well, weird. Crosshair placement there, right as he actually gets peeked, leaving the terrorists with the site in a 3 versus 2. Adequate players to actually hold off these angles. Grovich getting the kill onto Nova. Killshot getting the kill onto YP, leaving Grovich alone in the 2 versus 1 with this AWP. Once again, flash it forward, trying to take his position. The terrorists are playing it safe, hiding from him, knowing his gun. Killshot peeks out for the aggressive play, fortunately finds it back exposed, and a free kill.
Yeah, this has been a very quiet half right now for Nightbear. I think he finished the first half with 21 or 22 kills, and right now he's up to 24. So his ADR is still above 110. He's got the highest ADR of the server. But right now, if the T's want to close this out, Nightbear's got to step up. I mean, the round win is great, and they got it despite Nightbear dying early, but they need more.
Massive rush from the CTs coming into this mid push, getting the advantage on their trades, getting it down to a 2 versus 2. They now have guns. They now have a hope and a dream. Beardo pushed forward using that nade smoke to get positions past this hopper. King Willie still built on his position, but Beardo with the better 1 dig.
My man's on rollerblades coming through that corner, just slipping and sliding.
Definitely clean play, clean prediction. CT's pulling a G2, not realizing that it was actually planted on the B site, and they've wasted all this time, letting Nova get perfectly set up in the position that he wants.
See, now this is prime NACS.
Prime NACS. Nova fortunately choosing the angle where they're not retaking from, giving him the best cover. Not getting the clean play on first, but now no position. Clean 1v1, has the better spray down onto Beardo. Wasn't quite ready for him to still be holding that angle. Bringing us to 14-19 as our terrorists close in to winning. Up. They've barely lost any rounds this half, have they?
Yeah, I mean, the T side has shown up here, and this might be because nobody in Prospect plays this map, and we don't really know how to deal with it. As Nightbear gets the kill with the Krieg, and I think that checks off every primary weapon, if I'm not mistaken. I believe, right?
Oh.
We are being told that Nightbear potentially has a T-sided auto up his sleeve. We,
He will have to build up the economy to use that one.
If it's anything like his CT-sided auto, then we're in for a treat.
So we now have match point for our terrorists. 3 of them putting in over 20 kills, 2 of them having the option if they win it this round. He has gotten it dropped to him so he can clean up all of his guns. T-sided auto on Nightmare. B rush from the terrace. The CTs only have 1 player defending this site, but are taking aggressive middle control to surround the terrorists. 2 of them pushing up into position. Scout making the kill onto Nova from this backside position, potentially exposing his position, but they don't seem to quite be aware. Now he's scoped in on by Nightbear, but smoked off to keep him safe. Nightbear getting the kill with the last weapon. Headshot onto Bronzy with this auto, spamming this back position, but there's no one there to actually kill. Bomb down. Nightbear alone with the auto. How? Oh, no, he's gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, he did what he could. He got a kill with it. That's about all you could expect from that position. But hey, he got his one. That's what he wanted. That's what he came for. That's what he got.
I was hoping for a KZ 3-man Kappa Tappa, but now the auto is in the counter-terrorist's hands. T-side looking a little rough on the economy, but enough to get most of a buy. Kind of interested to see what they're planning on doing with this Negev.
Not Soupy in the Twitch chat is saying, "Are these pros? They are very good." To which I say, you know what? These are pros because you can't tell if this is actual NACS or just prospect players. It's the same thing, really.
Having watched at least
too
one
harsh on
game,
NACS? Because I might be too harsh on NACS, but I feel like after what we saw out of Team Liquid and Complexity, maybe they deserve it a little bit.
having bet on an NA team with my friends in the past, I believe that we are not being anywhere near harsh enough.
Again, 100% on you for betting on NACS. You have nobody to blame but yourself for doing that.
Maybe I should bet on
Just give
something
me the money instead. It's
besides.
the same thing. It is the same exact thing.
I don't necessarily disagree. I just have horrible metrics. I pick the players with the names I like the most, and it turns out NA players have the most appealing name to someone who speaks English. Big surprise.
It's like picking who your favorite football team is based on which mascot you like more.
I won't necessarily disagree. Anyway, we have Grigorovich coming into this 1 versus 2 to save the game. Both players low HP, but just subpar NA pre-aiming right there, taking him out, giving the game to our terrorists and our random weapon choosing Bronze. No, wait. No, I forgot player names. Nightbear. My apologies.
This is NA
Wow, good
casting right
talented,
here,
like,
yeah.
just having brain turn off.
Incredible. And they even got some cases for the reference. What else could you possibly want from an All-Star game?
I will say, that was a lot of case drops for just a game of CS. Good on them. Good luck.
Absolutely. Hope they get something. As we try to get an interview set up here for the post game, hopefully we get either Nightbear or somebody that was going just wild with their weapon choices. But Shade, I mean, what did you expect was going to happen from this game, and what did you see?
I expected a far more controlled CT half. I thought the players would stick to like the well-tried angles far more. Instead, we saw aggressive play after aggressive play. Frankly, from both sides, we saw utter chaos in mid consistently. People just going for it, getting the kills, getting killed, just trying to keep the game as exciting as possible, I believe.
What up?
Nightbear,
Hey,
hello.
Nightbear.
What's good?
How was that game? We saw an astounding amount of crazy plays. How was it to actually play it yourself?
That was pretty fun on my end. I went in there without a care in the world.
Not a care in the world.
Talk to me about the autoplay. You went down ramp and you said, "Whatever, I'm just gonna hold mouse one and hope for the best," and you get a no scope auto ace. Is that going in your Hall of Fame clips? I mean, take me through that play.
So it starts even before I got into the server. I woke up this morning and I chose to piss excellence. So we went in. I got the auto. I seen flashes coming. I expected to be full dab, but as they started peeking through the smoke, I just let it rip. Not a care in the world.
No thoughts, just vibes. Love it.
Just vibes and violence. You know what I mean?
Quite excellent. Now, if I understand right, you were trying to get a kill with every primary weapon throughout that game. How did it go? Did you get them all?
I think I came up short with the M249. I don't think I got one with that, and I obviously skipped out on the your typical rifles like your Galil, FAMAS, M4AK, Scout and Op. That's just no fun with those. So I made sure to get a teammate to drop me the T side auto. Took the CT auto snipers. Got all the shotguns done. We were out there having a good vibe.
It's
Were there
quite
were there
entertaining.
any comms being called during the play? Were there any mid round comms from your IGL? Or what were the comms like?
They definitely had some comms, but your boy was just running off, just going at them. Like they were over here, just like, all right, we're gonna hit A. I'm like, cool. I'm just gonna run out, be like a psychopath, and that's what I chose to do.
We're down
Hope
for you.
get the juices flowing in one direction.
Quite the play.
Was it
Well,
enjoyable to cast? Was it enjoyable to cast and watch?
it was quite enjoyable, possibly a little bit too much chaos for our observer to keep up with, having kills happen simultaneously all over the map, but definitely a joy.
It was definitely a no thoughts, just vibes kind of game, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. That is for sure. We made fun of NACS. We made fun of Shade's horrendous gambling problems with choosing NACS. I mean, it was a great time.
Great to hear. Anything else for me?
I think that is all we have, so we are going to wrap it up there. For any viewers who are not a part of CSC, we have our preseason starting today with our first set of combine matches. If you want to get involved, click the link or go to the link on stream. You can't necessarily click it. Discord.gg/CSC. Get involved. Start doing some combine matches so you're ready for the season coming up soon.